If you want to shock the living daylights out of your enemies in Dark Souls, then look no further, as in today's video I will be covering the 4 weapons that by default will charge your enemies into an electrical frenzy. So let's dive straight in. Number 4. The Demon Spear can be obtained as a 2% rare drop from the Batwing Demons in Anor Londo, or it can be purchased from Shiva of the East in Blighttown for 15,000 souls. To upgrade the Demon Spear to its maximum level of +5, you will need a grand total of 10 Demon Titanites and 25,000 souls. In its base state, it will deal 100 physical and 120 lightning damage, going up to 150 physical and 180 lightning damage when fully upgraded. The Demon Spear has a C scaling in both strength and dexterity, but this does mean it is only possible to further increase the physical damage output, as the lightning damage is capped to 180 from its +5 upgrade. At level 99 stats, it will unleash 330 physical and 180 lightning damage, making a combined damage output of 510. To wield the Demon Spear, you will need 12 levels in strength and 10 levels in dexterity, making this lightning spear usable by half of the starter classes without any leveling, and the other half will only require a maximum of 5 additional levels spread across strength and dexterity in order to wield it. But by the time you have either reached Shiva of the East or Anor Londo, you should well have exceeded these requirements. Weighing in at only 4 units makes this one of the lighter spears in Dark Souls, and not only that, but it also has the title for being the longest weapon in the game, making it even safer to pod and proc your way through Lordran. While the Demon Spear is the lowest on my list for both lightning and combined damage output, with its low requirements it is the most accessible, and can easily be obtained within the first half of the game. It boasts an array of thrusting attacks that will not only keep your enemies at bay, but that would also deal a respectable amount of damage even compared to the rest of the weapons on this list. Number 3. The Dragon Slayer Spear can be obtained by ascending a standard +10 spear or thrusting sword alongside the Soul of Ornstein at the Giant Blacksmith in Anor Londo. To upgrade the Dragon Slayer Spear to its maximum level of +5, you will need a total of 10 Demon Titanites and 25,000 souls. In its base state, it will deal 95 physical damage and 65 lightning damage, going up to 142 physical and 97 lightning damage when fully upgraded. With a C scaling in strength and B scaling in both dexterity and faith, you can significantly increase the damage output even further, and the Dragon Slayer Spear is the only weapon on this list where the lightning damage can be increased based on its scaling. At level 99 stats, the Dragon Slayer Spear will unleash 370 physical damage and 194 lightning damage, with a combined damage output of 564. The Dragon Slayer Spear does have some pretty hefty requirements to wield it though, at 24 strength and 24 dexterity. However, this works perfectly for anyone doing a quality build, and those 48 points will go a long way to bumping up that physical damage output. At 10 weight units, this spear is on the heavy side compared to other spears. However, it does have its own unique moveset. From a 2-handed strong charge thrust that if followed up with a second 2-handed strong attack causes your character to do a strong upward thrust, yeeting your enemy into the air. This attack feels amazing to do. However, it does have a long 3-second wind-up time which can leave you vulnerable to attacks. The most notable unique move though is the one-handed strong attack, which shoots a lightning bolt in a perfectly straight line. However, each use of this will consume 20 durability, and while the weapon has 300 total durability, you will need to keep a close eye on this. Overall, the Dragon Slayer Spear is one of those iconic boss weapons that is genuinely a lot of fun to wield. Being a spear gives it that long reach that keeps your enemies at bay, and having the ability to literally shoot lightning and channel your inner Ornstein makes this my personal favourite of today's list. Before we move on to the next one, if you are enjoying the video, don't forget to like and subscribe and ring that bell to make sure you don't miss out on even more Dark Souls content. Number 2. The Giant's Halberd can be obtained as a 2% rare drop from either the Sentinels or Royal Sentinels located in Anor Londo. It can also be purchased from the Giant Blacksmith for 5,000 souls. To upgrade the Giant's Halberd to its maximum level of +5 will cost a grand total of 10 Twinkling Titanites and 10,000 souls. In its base state, it will deal 140 physical damage and 135 lightning damage, going up to 210 physical and 202 lightning damage when fully upgraded. The Giant's Halberd has a D scaling in both strength and dexterity, so this does mean it is only possible to further increase the physical damage output. The lightning damage is capped at 202 from its +5 upgrade. At level 99 stats, the Dragon Slayer Spear will unleash 394 physical damage and 202 lightning damage, with a combined damage output of 596. This is the highest combined damage output weapon on today's list. As with the Dragon Slayer Spear, the Giant's Halberd will require you to have 48 levels split across strength and dexterity in order to wield it, with 36 levels being needed in strength and 12 levels being needed in dexterity. Compared to other halberds in the game, the Giant's Halberd has the second highest requirements, beaten only by the Black Knight Halberd. But where the Black Knight Halberd has the lowest combined damage output for halberds, the Giant's Halberd has the second highest combined damage output, only outdone by the Titanite Catchpole, and any potential bleed damage that may trigger from the Life Hunt Scythe and the Great Scythe. Weighing in at 16 units, the Giant's Halberd is the heaviest halberd in Dark Souls, and you can feel that weight when you try and wield it. It does offer a chunky overhead smash, a quicker sweeping attack, and is one of only 2 halberds that inflicts thrust damage with its one-handed thrust attack. Overall, this halberd is a force to be reckoned with if you can wield it, and it does have the potential to deal some significant damage. But that being said, with its high weight, high stat requirement, low scaling, and overall slow moveset, the Giant's Halberd just doesn't give enough bang for its buck, and I would rather choose other halberds or lightning weapons in its place. Number 1. The Blacksmith Giant Hammer can only be obtained by killing the Giant Blacksmith in Anor Londo, meaning you will obviously lose access to their upgrade abilities, and may be worthwhile saving obtaining this weapon until just before you start an NG Plus playthrough. To upgrade the Blacksmith Giant Hammer to its maximum level of +5 will cost a grand total of 10 Twinkling Titanites and 10,000 souls. In its base state, it will deal 120 physical damage and 200 lightning damage, going up to 180 physical and 300 lightning damage when fully upgraded. Unfortunately, the Blacksmith Giant Hammer only has a descaling in strength, which means that even with level 99 stats, the Blacksmith Giant Hammer will still only deal 243 physical damage, and the capped 300 lightning damage. This does however make a respectable 543 combined damage output, which makes it the highest non-enchanted combined damage output hammer in the game. One huge benefit of the Blacksmith Giant Hammer is that to wield it you will only need 16 levels in strength, making this the lowest combined stat requirement lightning weapon on today's list, and extremely accessible to most players. Weighing in at 6 units does make this the heaviest hammer in Dark Souls, but having several quick smash attacks makes this chunky hammer surprisingly effective in combat. Overall, the Blacksmith Giant Hammer is a super fun weapon to wield, and is my second favourite on today's list, even if it does mean killing our friendly giant in order to obtain it. It has the highest combined base damage of any weapon in the game, and as level 1 players can wield it two-handed, makes this weapon a go-to for anyone taking on a Soul level 1 playthrough, showing just how versatile and accessible the Blacksmith Giant Hammer really is. And for now, that's it. As with all my videos, please remember Dark Souls is a vastly complex game, so determining the best of anything is always subject to the enemy you are fighting, the situation you find yourself in, and the type of player you are. This video covers all the weapons that by default output lightning damage, and is ordered by that lightning damage, as can be seen here by this list. But fret not, I will be covering the best weapons that you can ascend down the lightning path in a future video. But for the time being, let me know in the comment section below which of these weapons sparks your interest, and which one you think belongs in the trash. As always, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more Dark Souls content.